All right. Hi, my name is Luis Hess. I am the owner and manager of Hess Law, a law firm here in the Woodlands, in the north side of Houston. The purpose of today's Facebook Live video is to talk about E2 visa investments. I have here a friend of mine who wouldn't mind joining me.
Hey, Luis.
Thank you for joining us, Emilio.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you for the invitation.
And so what I want to be talking about to start off is what the requirements are for an E2 visa, the pros and cons, and a project that Emilio is currently working on where people can qualify for the E2 visa, have the actual company managed and have a return on the investment. So I'll give you a quick synopsis. The E2 visa is a treaty-based visa between the United States and other countries, Mexico, Argentina, Spain, most of Europe, some Middle Eastern countries, and such as Pakistan and China. And in order to qualify for this visa, outside of having a treaty between the United States and the person's home country, is that they need to invest about more or less $100,000 into a business, that the business will have sufficient income that it can hire a U.S. citizen or a person with a green card, somebody with a legal status, and that it's a viable business. It's not just simply an investment that doesn't result in any type of job created. For instance, simply buying a home that one lives in is not an investment. The pros and cons of this type of visa is that the person can live here, work here in the U.S. The children can go to school, to public schools, so long as they're under age 21. Even their spouse can work here in the U.S. We can help them attain a work authorization. The downside is that this investment there's no guarantee that the investment in any type of business will be viable. The person can lose their investment, but there are options in which people can safely secure their investment. That's one of the reasons I have Amelia here today. So Amelia, can you talk a little bit about what it is that you're offering as an option for people who are interested in the E2 visa?
Yes, thank you very much, Luis. First of all, let me introduce, my name is Emilio Aragon. I'm the manager of investor relations for Moderno Surfaces and Houston EB5. We're real estate developers. We have been in the construction industry for a long time. We have been developers for more than 15 years. We have been in the porcelain business and the granite countertops for more than 35. And right now, we have our focus mainly in EB5 with all these huge developments. And right now, we're opening this segment of the company is Moderno Surfaces. What is Moderno Surfaces? It's a company dedicated to cater to these builders, to these architects, to these interior designers. And where we're providing, after so many years of experience on different materials like marble, like granite, like regular porcelain, we find a very unique niche market. This niche market is the same as porcelain, but we added a new component that we'll explain in a little bit. Right now, porcelain has been sold for a long time, but you always see small slabs, small pieces of it, and you see on floors, you see really on your shower walls. And right now, the industry moved a little bit, and they're doing big slabs. We're talking about 6 foot by 18.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing, these huge slabs. So instead of having small pieces, imagine a bathroom, a shower wall,
right,
with all these small pieces of porcelain, and all the glue to
the granite lines.
The grass lines. That always is a mess to clean them. So imagine just a whole piece. You have to maintain it. You have to clean those grids. So that's a good part of it. And right now, it's what we designed is a turnkey plan for people to invest in an E2 visa having them, preparing them to be very, very secure, complying with all the requirements and regulations that the government asks for. So I'm gonna draw a little bit.
Go for it.
So the first step, what is going to be the business? The business you're going to be investing in is going to be the installation of these big slabs. Obviously, the big slab, any material is worthless if there's no one who install it at your home.
Right.
So you're going to invest in a company that will have a crew to install this material.
Okay.
That's the main business. That's what you're investing in.
Okay.
With all the knowledge and all the tools that we will provide. It's like I mentioned, it's a turnkey plan. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to send you guys an investor questionnaire, so you can know who you are, and you don't have any previous problems with the UCIS, or you're gonna have any immigration mark, because that will we don't want you to lose your time or make us lose our time. So after that, we're going to send you send you all the information of the project, and if you agree, we're going to send you an engagement letter where you're gonna decide. Well, you're going to provide with two names. How do you like your company to be named? Because we're going to create a company exclusive for this business, and this is a company that's going to bring you. We're going to have you eat you. So, like Luis said, there has to be an investment, okay? Here the investment, with this e-letter, we'll ask for a $5,000 deposit. And this is because we need to start working on filing your company, hiring attorneys to do that, create a legal entity for you, have a bank account ready, all the marketing materials, all the corporate docs. So it's a huge work. So that's why this is required to start working. The total investment, like it says in the promo, is $225,000, and that's it. That's included on this $225,000. Okay. After that, it's going to take us around 15 to 20 days, and we will require you to come to the U.S. to Houston, so we can train you. Deliver your company and train you on what the business is. Give you a very detailed orientation on the business. So to this point, second step is a visit Houston. In this visit, you will meet with us and you will meet with Luis. Both of us, we're gonna work together your case. Luis is gonna handle all the immigration part. So you're gonna interview with him, and you will get him all the information that he needs to file your case. So at this moment, what happened? We're talking about 20 days into the process. So you visit Houston, you got your new bank account, you got everything set up, and then what will be the next step? You will need to use the bank account. You need to transfer from your account to this corporate account $200,000. That is your investment. That is what we're going to show to the government. This will prepare everything to show to the government that your initial investment was $200,000, and then you will send $20,000 to Moderna. And it's very clear the flow of the money. What we're going to do with this $20,000, we're going to pay your legal fees for immigration attorneys, and we're gonna have money to run your company, to help you run your company. With these $200,000, what are you gonna do with them? You're gonna buy a truck that we're gonna select for you. We're gonna help you buy the trailer. We're gonna help you buy all the tools. These $200,000, it's money for rent, and there's money also for operating expenses. So you got everything here. You got your $200,000 will cover all the immigration needs. It cannot be sitting at the bank. It has to be invested. So invested in a truck, and when you go to the when Luis is preparing your case, 30 days after you deposit this 200,000, we'll give all the evidence to Luis that you have the invoice of the truck, the title of the truck, the invoice for the trailer, so he can prove that the money is being invested, and also you will have already employees in your company. That way we're secure, and it's an up and running company. That way we're protecting you and making your case an easy one for the immigration counsel. So basically that's what we're doing. It's we're gonna send you more information if you require. We like to cater one-on-one. Sometimes every single investor has different questions, but all around this is the model, and it's a 4-year term that because you become a licensee. You also pay the license for Moderna management and Moderna services. So you're part of this license group. It's not a franchisee, because we don't charge franchise tax or franchise. We don't charge any franchise amount for it monthly, but right. That's why it's a license.
So in this matter, so what for this type of investment, what they're essentially purchasing is a company. They're purchasing a product that will involve the business that they 100% own, correct? This business will do installation of porcelain and other types of construction material surfaces for other.
It's just porcelain.
Just porcelain.
Yes, it's one of the big things that our secret is here on the tools. Okay. Because normally any kind of countertop, if you're talking about marble, any kind of stone you want to put in your house, you have to go through a shop so they can cut and right. to specs.
Right, because it has to fit a specific dimension.
Exactly right. So what we're doing here, we partner with a company in Europe that has this unique system that you can be cutting on site. Okay. So cutting on site really reduces the price of the porcelain, like 25% of the porcelain already installed.
Because you cut out the middle person.
You cut out the middle person. You cut out the shop, and time-wise, that's the biggest benefit. Because if you go to a shop to a retailer and you buy your porcelain, it will take from 20 to 30 days to get installed at your place. With us, it's from 1 to 7 days. Because we're gonna have to wait in the shop so they have time to cut it.
Okay. So they're gonna purchase this company that they will own themselves. They'll purchase this truck, they'll purchase this trailer, they'll purchase this tools. And then there are agreements so that the porcelain will the company will be hired to do installations for porcelain
surfaces, correct.
With other companies. So essentially with this investment, they will actually get a business that will actually do the work with all the proof of employees, correct, contractors. So it meets all the requirements that we talked about at the beginning of this discussion. It has well over $100,000. It's more than marginal. That is, that they can sustain themselves and that they will have employees.
Correct.
Wow. And so just to be clear to the audience, to anybody who's actually looking at this, will they have to do the day-to-day management, or will Moderno be the actual managers?
They will have to do the management, but we will be helping them on a daily basis. Okay, so we will support and help them to run the company.
Okay, so they'll maintain ownership and control. Moderno will just simply be there to say, this is what needs to be done.
Exactly, we'll be their guide. We'll be supporting them all the way. They will require on their visa. They're required to manage the company, so they will be managing the company, and we will be helping them to manage the company.
Okay, so would somebody need to have experience in construction in order to invest in this type of project?
Not really. You just need to have experience in business. Like every entrepreneur we have met, they're very business oriented, so they know how to manage a business.
Right.
So all the know-how and all the knowledge on the business itself, and this kind of this entity we have, and that's what we're bringing to the table.
Okay.
We're helping them to find a client. We're hiring their company to install our own products, our own jobs. We're not going to have installers. They're going to be the installers. We're going to be a provider for our company.
Okay. And are there any guarantees, or is there any expectation? What's the projection?
The expectation is that they will get this investment or close to this investment in 4 years. As you know, a company in the U.S. to really put it up to speed, it will take it from 2 to 3 years.
Right.
Yes, but the good thing about this, we're so secure about this. We're not gonna make them invest more than this.
Okay.
With this, with all the estimations, all the forecasts we have done, you have to put any more money. That's one of the biggest problems that we have seen in different cases. That people come to the U.S., they purchase a business they don't know nothing about, so then they end up spending $300,000, $400,000 through time just to maintain and float that business. And here, being a licensee, we will be sure that you will be successful. So your success is our success.
Fantastic. So at the end of the 4 years, what happens? Is it you mentioned that they should be able to get back their investment?
Yes.
Is that paid out on a yearly basis at the end
On
of
a
the
yearly
4 years?
basis, we have a forecast that the first year should be making around 20,000, second year 35, next year 50, and the last year 85,000.
Okay.
At the end of when we said 4 years, the license is good for 4 years because all your assets are good for 4 years. A truck you use in construction and with this kind of work, in 4 years you need to replace it. There's no way you can maintain a truck. This truck will have over 150,000 miles, I can guarantee you, in 4 years.
Okay.
So it's the trailer wear and tear, and you need to replace it. So that's why it's a 4-year term what we're looking at.
Okay. What about the tools? Would they have to buy new tools as well?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, so the tools with the high demand and the work with the daily work. Yes.
Okay. At the so at the end.
So at the end of 4 years, you will have to invest another $200,000 that you already that the business already gave it to you to keep up another 4 years and to renew the license and everything.
Okay. And will they have to pay another co-management fee with Moderna?
No.
Okay, so this is just a one-time cost.
Yes, this one and this one. Yes, it's obviously depending on the country they're coming from. We're going to cover the first attorney, but that's renewals and everything. That's up to them. So normally, they come from Europe or other countries. The term I think is 5 years.
Right.
But for Mexico, it's kind of a little bit different. It's for a year. We're talking about 2 years right now. But they will have to renew it. And the good thing about this, you're going to show that the company is an operating company and it's self-sustainable. So there won't be any. You have employees, so there won't be any reason that you will get denied for a renewal.
Okay. Wow. So everything will be nicely prepared and packaged, and essentially, it's an investment. They get a company. They get assets in the form of a truck, a trailer, the tools. They'll get the porcelain. They get the contracts to do the installation. It will allow them to renew their visa every year. Their Mexican national, or
Yes.
it'll be good for 5 years if they're a European national, some other nationality. And then if they want to continue to stay here in the U.S., they can do another investment without having to pay additional fees.
Correct.
Okay, that sounds like
Correct. After the first year, it's the $5,000 deposit and the $20,000 deposit. We pay for the attorneys, and if you want to renew after that point, you will have to invest another amount like this, but you will pay everything because we need to create a new company. The company is already created. You have been in business. It will be a startup again.
And will Moderna Surfaces also be providing the accountant and bookkeeper?
Yes. In the first years, yes.
Okay. And then thereafter, it's whoever
they
the
want to
investor
have.
wants to use. Wow.
But for the company, not for the personal.
No, it's like for the company.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Sometimes they assume that not for my personal. No,
Yeah.
it's sadly no.
Okay. Fair enough. Is there anything that we haven't covered here that you think that a potential investor would want to know?
I think we pretty much cover everything. It's I would really invite people to contact you, and you can give them our contacts.
Right.
Sure, and we can have personalized meetings. We can schedule a personal consultation. So a lot of people they will have a lot of quite different questions. This is more on the general part, where we really like to give you the official presentation and everything.
All right. Would you be able to meet with potential investors here in the office, or do they have to go down to your office?
We can be here in your office, or they can go down to my office.
How far away is your office from the Houston International Airport?
From the Houston International Airport, we're talking about 35 minutes. Pretty much the airport is between the woodlands that Shenandoah that your
office is in.
Your office in, and Houston, downtown Houston. That's where we were in.
Okay, so easy access. Somebody wants to come in from Mexico, from Monterrey,
yes.
Flying to Houston, set up a meeting, meet here, meet there.
Exactly. Whatever they prefer, we're totally open.
How long does it take to? One final question. You talked about doing the training. How long does the training take?
The training in this visit, where is this visit? You have to plan your visit at least for 2 to 3 days.
2-3 full business days.
Yes.
So
well, it's basically two full business days and 1 day of travel.
Okay, so assume that you could do the training Tuesday, arrive Monday night.
Monday night, you get Tuesday, and you get Wednesday, half day, and then you're free to go.
Free Wednesday afternoon.
Correct.
So it's not as if they're spending a week here out of their business doing something else that they're doing in their home country. They can
yes.
come in and come out. Is that training available during the weekends?
We can do an exception. Normally, no, but yes, if it's needed, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for all of you who have attended today's Facebook Live seminar on E2 visas, and thank you, Amelia, for coming.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you for inviting me.
And telling our audience an option for that they can utilize for the to get their trade or international investment visa here in the United States. And if you have any questions, please give us a call at 281-205-8540, or you can always email us at info@luishesslaw with any questions you have. And if you would like to get in contact with Amelia, we'd be very happy to pass that information along. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone.